Now, it's not the first time we've all headed into level 2 or 3 lockdowns, and maybe we're still shaking off some bad habits from last time, whether it was finally shedding those lockdown pounds or kicking the nightly glass or 3 of wine. We're now facing another round of COVID-19 restrictions. The lovely Claire Turnbull from Mission Nutrition joins us now with some tips on how we can keep a little bit healthier this time around. Morena, Claire, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Okay, so why is this so hard? Last night I went home and I had McDonald's and pasta. And, you know, I felt okay, but obviously afterwards I didn't feel so okay. So why is it so hard?
Yeah. Well, it's really normal. So one of the things in our society is that we use food and alcohol to manage our emotions. You know, and when you're feeling stressed, actually temporarily eating the McDonald's, drinking the wine, it does make you feel better temporarily. Then it makes you feel worse, and then you repeat the whole cycle. So it is normal. We need to not judge ourselves for doing it. It's a really normal response, but it is not helpful because the judgment actually of it feeds the cycle, doesn't it? Because it makes you feel worse and it makes it more likely to happen. The other thing is that it's become so normalized. There's a lot of jokes around it. There's, you know, social media, all the memes around necking wine, you know, drinking bottles of gin to cope. That actually has almost weirdly created this sense of community and humour, which then drives the behaviour. So it's a very normal response, but it means we're kind of stuck in a hard place.
So you talk about the memes, etc., that you see on social media. It has almost normalised it. And if you are exercising or doing something a little bit different, you know, you're starting to feel like a bit of an overachiever.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of justification of these behaviours is you know, it's become normal. The problem is that with so many people struggling with depression and anxiety and low mood, that the reality is that it's feeding that cycle as well. So while it is, you know, it can be funny on one aspect that, you know, when people turn off their computers and turn off that social media field, they feel rubbish. They feel really, really rubbish. So we actually have to just acknowledge that's what it is and step back and say, what can we actually do to, you know, make a bit of a difference.
Actually, being kind of compassionate to yourself was one of the things that we were just talking about. So, I mean, it's tough for a lot of reasons. So what are some tips to help us stay on track? Because this isn't just about our health. As you said, this is about our mental well-being as well.
Yeah, so one of the things is you get instant gratification from drinking wine or eating chocolate, right? You don't get instant gratification from sitting down and eating a bowl of vegetables. Doesn't feel the same.
No.
So trying to give yourself instant gratification. So it's like, right, if I do this healthy, you know, if I can make healthy choices today, I'm going to put $5 in the jar, and when it's all over, I'm going to spend on to be kind to myself. So instant gratification in some form is really helpful. The other thing, this is what I've done, is I've got "Am I hungry?" sign on your fridge, and write something else that you've got to do or you can do other than eat or drink, and it needs to be in the place where the food is or the alcohol is. Call someone, turn on, play music, have a cup of tea, write down things that are bothering me, do 20 push-ups, something that's a physical reminder to that you don't actually really want to eat that biscuit. You don't really want it. It will make you feel better, but it will make you feel worse. Having a sense of positive community as well. So I'm spending a lot of time at the moment on Facebook and Instagram trying to sharing healthy recipes in the book, home workouts, where you can actually get positive reinforcement and instant gratification from doing the right thing, you know, or doing something that's going to make you feel healthier. So find people, a buddy that you can text each other, having a cup of herbal tea rather than wine, that you can get online at 11 o'clock, do 20 push-ups together. Find someone else to create that community, because the memes are really funny. You know, I laugh at them, absolutely, but it's also not helping you feel.
No, the messaging isn't. Messaging isn't great. Okay, so I need to go home and write me up a list now. So where can we find you online?
Yeah, so go to claireturnbull.co.nz or Claire Turnbull on Facebook and Instagram. I've got loads of cool competitions, recipes, healthy recipes to make it this time to help you get through.
Yeah, I love your website. I was having a little bit of a look around it yesterday. Claire Turnbull, thank you so much. Oh, hang on, John.
Claire, can she put that list up? I'd like to see that list.
Okay.
Yeah, the fridge list.
Do you want to put that up online?
Yeah, thank you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
The fridge list. Because the problem with getting up at 3:30 in the morning is the opportunity for you to be hungry is so much greater because your day is so long.
Well, as soon as I get home, I go straight to the cupboards and open up a packet of chips.
Yeah, chippies, man.
Yeah.